Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Going to go back to the Orianna once again, and definitely feels like a more rounded, sort of like let's fight for mid-game, but we still have late-game insurance style of composition from RNG. And this is a Damwon Kia dropping out quite happily at the end.
And this matchup is super important, right? Because we already talked about Beryl in particular. His engages have been super crisp, but his roams, which were one of the big reasons why Damwon was such a suffocating team as he gets engaged on.
Yeah, big flash forward. There's the face breaker. Ming, though, is just going to get taken down. Ghost grabs the first blood. Xiaohu comes in. The sidestep is so good from Beryl, but he'll still get slowed down. Barrel's going to pop, and it looks like Beryl will be taken out here. Xiaohu's going to have to flash, but that is still going to be killed. So, the Atlas effect not going to be in full force here today, as I am relieved of Cloud Souls for this one, thank goodness. And try and stop this this monster that is Khan's Scion. Canyon will start this one back up again, though, and let's see whether the contest is going to be there. Xiaohu moving back in, Wei here as well. On the Tri-Brush, Undertow is going to land. Canyon still very healthy as the Decimating Smash comes down. Half the health bar here is Wei not going to be able to steal that Rift Herald. And RNG just looking to back away. Xiaohu wanted to get in there, but they just couldn't find the wraparound.
And I think this is a really good call from RNG. You don't have prio in your lanes. Wei would literally just kind of have to pop Ragnarok and all in. And if you lose a skirmish at that point in adjunction to giving up the Rift Herald, as Beryl goes in.
Yeah, Ming taking way too much damage. Beryl's just going to grab that kill as we've got the rocket jump resets. Gala over the side, though. Ghost will be taken down as Khan gets on in there. Roar the Slayer will lock him down. The knockup's going to be there, and Khan
from Soul Point and being on Soul Point this early on in the game would just be really rough for you to play out, even with how well the composition scales. And Damwon Kia looking to put it down in the mid lane just for the added pressure.
Yep, and they're going to be able to grab some plates for it as well. See whether Showmaker turns up to see whether he can grab some of his share of the money, and he's going to be able to do so here by the looks of things. Cryin with some damage there, as there's a great hook from Ming. A lot of damage, and immediately Canyon is just blown up. That's the smite gone here for the Ocean Drake fight. Damwon Kia going to have to back away.
Together with Showmaker, there's no way that they can ever get on him. Instead, this is a huge dragon for RNG because this buy, is it enough? Are they going to be able to make it work? Are they going to be able to really hit the crucial level of Snowball? Cryin might get dove here.
Yep, Canyon dives on underneath there as Cryin is going to flash. Canyon just going to drive by, and the teleport coming through from Xiaohu will cancel the aggression, but still a lot gained there from Damwon Kia, even though they didn't get a kill.
That is a free summoner that you're very happy to take. Beryl going in again here.
Yeah, there's the showstopper. Facebreaker doesn't land on the Gala there, though, as he will have the Haymaker for the added shield. Teleport's now coming through as Ghost is free hitting. Canyon off towards the side. Khan now trying to frontline, but it's 4 versus 4. Wei comes in. There's the shockwave only onto Khan, but they are going to be able to get through that big Scion, and Damwon Kia not going to be able to answer.
And again, it's a play set up by Damwon Kia, but it's RNG that punish beautifully.
Use that in order to get some extra map pressure.
And first Turbot has not been picked up yet. Xiao. Nope,
yeah.
Never mind.
Not going to look for Beryl just yet. Ships in the night by the looks of things, as there's the Beryl, going to be using the flash in order to taxi Beryl out of danger. But still, flash for Beryl, you'll take that every day of the week.
Flash for Beryl, force with a barrel.
Yeah.
You'll have to see it, and
okay.
Oh, Beryl.
Yes, again, taking a little bit too much damage here as the hook is once again beautiful from Ming. Cryin going to be able to lock down that kill, and that will give RNG the kill advantage for the first time this game.
Now the gold lead is slowly becoming smaller and smaller. Canyon going in.
Yeah. Okay, not going to be able to find anything just yet. This one, Damwon Kia has to get, because if RNG are able to stack up Mountain Drakes, I just don't see how this composition is going to be able to go the distance, but it looks like RNG not too interested in getting control of the area, and to be perfectly honest,
they need a decisive teamfight win here, but RNG has been playing these skirmishes so well.
Yeah, Wei going to move back into this brush. In position right now as Ming coming through from the bottom side. Ward's going down, control ward now removed as Wei is a little bit more blind than he otherwise was. Damwon Kia now halfway through this dragon. Xiaohu going to move on around. Cryin just turning up now as Gala is in position. Likely to be a 50-50, but Wei is a little bit too far away, and the Drake is going to be taken there by Canyon. But can they win the ensuing fight as the Scion is thrown around like a ragdoll and taken down before the fight has even really started? Shockwave comes down. Beryl's also dead. 2 kills for the Drake.
And I don't know if that's a trade that you'll take, Breaker on Gala. And as a result, we slowly see this Kai'Sa getting more and more fat. The gold lead, not as big as you might like to see.
Considering the fact that RNG are very skewed towards magic damage, actually.
Yeah, the Greg is...
Yeah.
It'll get you there.
It is, it's a little bit odd. That being said, you know, Gala does do mixed damage on the Kai'Sa, probably leaning more towards AD, considering the build, especially now with the Last Whisper in his back pocket as way. Wearing the orb. He's going to dive on forward, but no shockwave is going to come through, and RNG are just going to back away. Showmaker taking a bit of damage there, but otherwise not too worried.
Big chunk shouldn't really matter with still 35 seconds left on the Drake. Both teams now trying to get mid lane Prow desperately. Mid lane Prow turn it in as they go in.
Yeah, flash on forward there from Xiao, and immediately the Tristana pops. Showmaker's here though to be yet another AD carry. Xiao is delivered over to him, and they grab their first kill of the fight. 3-man shockwave though for Cryan, but is it going to be enough to do the damage they were looking for? As Canyon running around being a nuisance. Showmaker still at full health as Gala and Cryan now trying to turn this one back. Way off towards the side, trying to come on back in as Beryl once again going to fall down. Khan gonna flash away. Soul Furnace gives him that shield, but now Canyon forced to run. Gala trying to find more, not gonna be able to find the last Void Seeker, but Khan to make his way forward doesn't have the train available, as we've got backs as well. The Orianna does have teleport, and Ghost has respawned as now this Drake taken down below half health. RNG with control of the pit as Canyon comes on and gets stolen by Showmaker for some reason, as now the fight is on. Way down to half, and Khan trying to tank in the front line. By tank, I mean he's just dying to 4 members of RNG. Ming's going to move on in here as well. And RNG with
right now, and you can't give up this Baron to RNG.
Yeah, might be a little bit early. 25 minutes into this game as Wei taking a fair bit of damage here. The culling comes down. Gonna give Ming that back massage as Xiaohu's now the one that's gonna be tanking it, and that is going to be Baron secured. The Canyon also taken down as Ghost is gonna be able to use the rocket jump in order to get out, but Gala is right behind him and will rain the plasma down on the Tristana. Now Showmaker trying to grab Cryan, but he can't do it. It's not a one-man show here for the mid laner of Damwon Kia, and with 3,000 gold ahead of Damwon, RNG are gonna storm down mid.
And the Baron power play going to come in
now at the inner turret, and I think that maybe the use-by date needs to be spoken about here for Damwon Kia. This composition, it's not going to get better and better or anything like that, and this Red Bull Baron power play is only extending over 3,000 right now. And I'm expecting this not to be the end of it, as the first inhibitor will be taken down. Showmaker finally backing. It's going to leave that top lane. So, a couple of the minion waves not actually here, but RNG still sieging on the Nexus turrets. This top one, not long for the world, as Gala is going to get pushed away. Way down to a below half as Canyon looking for his opportunity. They storm on in. Gala goes invisible. Is he going to get knocked up? Yes, but Canyon, he can't do any damage, and Ghost can't get in there to actually hit the Kai'Sa. Khan as well is going to be taken down to way too low health to continue frontlining for the team as Showmaker gets out of the way of the explosive cast. But Damwon Kia, it just looks like they don't have enough buttons to deal with RNG at the moment.
And they are lacking away to get on top of them. The Nexus is going to be open, Atlas.
Yep, Canyon once again going on in, has to flash out immediately though, and Cryan goes golden, avoids the knock-up there from Khan, who will be taken down. The Tristana again enters the death chamber, and this is it. RNG will take down the world champions in game 1 of the Rumble stage.
And what if
top side of the map, and now Kassadin is the assassin of choice for Chaz in that mid lane, with Praedyth, of course, back on his Kai'Sa. Very, very comfortable.
They do it right here, because the fact that Humanoid was able to crash such a huge wave in on the Kassadin means that he can teleport topside without any repercussion as the teleport comes back
Speaking
in.
of teleported top lane, this is with repercussions, as Biopanther is going to put Elyoya underneath it, and everybody else just leaves. All right, that's one way of doing it, is Kai'Sa finally going to catch up with Praedyth. Kazi locks down the kill in the 2v2 on the bottom side of the map.
Here, you can't really rely on him for any sort of jungle fight. Spabu will definitely be spotted there, and that might open up a possible play on top side here. Well, Elyoya is currently clearing, and now pathing towards Biopanther.
Yep, just going to walk away from that blue buff, as you can see, over the wall there as Biopanther is pushed way too far forward, now realizing that he wants to go in. The Disdain not going to connect though, as Armor's just trying to kite this one out, and he's going to be able to do so successfully. That is the kill going over to the Gnar, as Pentanet.gg will start off this dragon, at least as a consolation prize.
And it's nice, but it is with your jungler on bot side as BioPanther. You want to try and punish. Maybe Undead was available, might have gone differently, but in this scenario, not enough damage available. Very nice CC chain from Armored. And that ultimate is not something that you really have to worry about. We'll get that back momentarily. And yeah, Praetive and Decoy have really been getting battered by Karzi and Kaiser. And this is more akin to the early game that we saw from Mad in most of their games, right? Where they are actually able to find the 2v2s, where they're able to find the early pressure.
There's another one. Solarflare comes out this time as well, as Decoy is going to be the target. Justice Punch is interrupted by the Leona.
Play. There's no level 6 available yet, right? So even in the scenario where it is, the Galio ultimate doesn't really provide that much in terms of combat if you're not the one setting up the play. And another dive here on top side.
Yeah, that's a big gnar into the wall there, as BioPanther is going to be able to get himself out of the way. There's the flash as Elioya trying to catch up. There are pesky minions in the way. There's the heroic entrance as the flash forward onto Armit. The taunt comes down, and Decoy's just going to do it by himself. Pabu gives up on him, and Elioya now has to flash to get out of the way of Pabu, who's running after him as best he can. But thankfully, Scrap Shield for Elioya is going to be able to keep him safe. Chaz underneath his turret, exactly where Kassadin's like to be in a lot of the cases. Is Praetive
on every single lane around the entire map is now going to get them the first turret blood. That means that this subsequent fight is going to be way easier for him than it otherwise would be. And as Pentanet, you're basically forced to start like contesting objectives. Not
as well as the first dragon. Second one will be going over to Elioya here pretty comfortably, as they could also potentially set up for a dive here bottom side, but Kaiser
they don't have ranged anything, Chronicler. They have a Kaiser, okay? Surely she's not known for how well she does in terms of
quickly,
range.
Praetive, get to the front line. We need you to clear these waves out for us. That is probably not what you want to be talking about. As Pabu finds himself the Chilling Smite here onto the Rumble. There's the heroic entrance. They grab the knock-up. Justice Punch is good too. Two-man shockwave though as Chaz comes on over, and Pabu's the one that's able to grab the kill on the Rumble. It evens out the kill score.
That really easily allow you to get something, but then here's my question. Is that actually worth it? Sure, you get a kill on Elioya, but it goes to Pabu, not to Chaz, who is not able to use the money nearly as efficiently, as Pabu might be forced to flash out here if he's not careful.
Yeah, well, Armit, let's see what he can do. Doesn't exactly have much of an armor. The flash on forward is BioPanther coming on in as well. Kaiser in a bit of trouble, but he's very durable, and all 5 members of Pentanet want this second Rift, Herald. I think I spoke in error before, as that is going to be Kazi 1v1ing the Kassadin there on the bottom side of the map. Not something I would necessarily expect. The Shockwave's going to be flashed there from BioPanther, and unfortunately for Pentanet, they can't actually get anything out of this one. Armit is going as far deep as he possibly can, but that's going to be a fear beyond death, and BioPanther will be able to put a stop to it. That being said, that's the end of the good news for Pentanet.gg.
It's a crazy mid-game. I think that Chaz got
a 4-second cooldown. Is pretty silly, as Shirley will bonker head into this inner turret on the top side, and BioPanther in a bit of trouble. He is going to get stunned up. Disdain is good, buffered, just to make sure that he can create as much distance as possible. The damage has been done, as now Praetive is just going to get found out by Humanoid, just standing his ground though, and 1v1s the Orianna, soaks all of the burst and says he doesn't care.
Beautifully played by Praetive, that not even level 11 and still able to just win that straight up 1v1. And here you see one of the reasons why that Kaiser is so feared. We joked about her not having the longest range. What she gets in return, as a BioPanther should not go in.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
you can probably continue.
Sorry about that, BioPanther. But the trade-off for that is that her assassination potential, especially in isolated situations, is insane, right? If you get a full isolated Q combined with a plasma proc, that's just not a lot that an Orianna can do. A little bit over-enthusiastic from Humanoid there. And it leads to a Drake, and a Drake means that Matt's going to take longer to scale up.
Yeah.
And that buys time for Pentanet.
I'm going to put it in the pros column 100%, as it is under a 5,000 gold lead, and perhaps that is going to be extending. Armit down to about 50%, trying to find the safety of his inner turret. Kaiser comes down as well as Pabu. Gives him a bit of a slap. Praetive once again going to find Humanoid, this time not going to be able to grab the kill as he turns around, looks for that one auto. As Kaiser gets on in there, the equalizer is going to give Praetive an exit, but it's via the Death Chamber, unfortunately. Pentanet.gg are going to back away from the bottom side of the map. And this game is certainly doing some things right now, Chronicler, as Armor teleports in to look for a kill, but Decoy makes it out. Chaz may not be as lucky as 3 members of MAD have found him and will be able to put the Kassadin away as well. Elyoya not even able to really get in on the action. As Kazi, he's playing the game for the win. He's going to be able to take down the turret in the mid lane.
And there's a lot of chaos here. There's a lot of cross-map plays. There's people getting caught in side lanes. They're almost kills. There's solo kills. There's 1v1s. There's attempted 1v1s where you get punished. But in the end, it's MAD that wins all the trades, right? The gold lead keeps extending. They're the one who actually pick up the objectives. They're the one who actually get the turrets. And while it's not the cleanest look, it does continue to trend. If you play it slow as MAD, I don't think there's a lot that Pentanet can do. With this gold deficit, you can't really just hard force a 5v5 and go from there. As Chaz, you need to be careful.
Yeah, sees Armor just in time to Rift walk away. Still going to take a little bit of damage there as the boomerang comes down, but now MAD find their avenue into the top side jungle of Pentanet.gg, but that one's real dark as in goes Decoy, out goes Decoy. Now MAD know exactly where they are. Solar Flare is going to miss, just gets a bit of a slow onto the Galio. They do back away yet again. Flash on forward, 2-man taunt comes on in. It's Pabu trying to stun up everyone. The heroic entrance is beautiful, but it's not going to be enough because he dies in the meantime, but they do get the Vayne. And that is the main thing. Support for AD, you'll take that as Pabu just runs into 4 people. That is not ideal, my friend. And Elyoya is now on a rampage as a result.
That was such a good assassination by Pentanet from that point onwards. Now the Baron, a free pickup here for Mad Lions, who surely are going to be knocking on the doors of some inhibitors. I'm not 100%
it's certainly,
sure.
It's a dire situation, right? But, you know, they're still in the game. You told me that if they're still in the game, there is still a chance, as now they're trying to defend the inhibitor turret here on the bottom side of the map. Baron keeping all of these minions alive, and I think that Pentanet is just going to have to give this one up. Armit comes on forward, Stride Breaker's on in. That creates the space in order to take this one down. Pabu's going to take the opportunity to at least clear out this mid wave, but the rest of MAD...
Getting in there somehow, and then you can layer. Your secondary initiation is really good, but your primary initiation really isn't, and that makes it so much harder. That's why MAD can just move forward with impunity.
Yep, flash on out here from Biopanther as Solar Flare is going to go wide due to that. Equalizer comes down. Predator takes a fair bit as a few ticks do land on top of the Kaiser, but it's done exactly its job.
And it provides you with so much pressure on the map, and it looks like MAD, they realize that all they need is just pressure. A Hail Mary flank might be coming in from Pentanet, because otherwise I think they're going to lose this next inhib as well.
Yeah, exactly. They might be sacrificing their Nexus in the end, and that is exactly not what you want to happen as Elyoya, he's wrapping all the way around. Chaz looking for an opportunity. 3-man taunt there from Decoy, but he's immediately wiped off the face of Summoner's Rift. Armit gets a great defensive ultimate as well, and Mad's wallets are way too heavy. Biopanther goes down. It's a double kill for Kazi, and Praetor, he loves that emote, but unfortunately in this instance, it's not showing anything good. That's the ace, and that is going to be the game for the Mad Lions, who debut onto the Rumble stage absolutely beautifully.
And in terms of kills, you know, there were a couple of 1v1s that didn't need to be taken, but the core thing is, as Mad have done, they get the win. Would not love this. I think this is a really big risk. This is in line with what Damoki have played before, and it will be Showmaker on the Sylas here.
Yep, Sylas locked in.
They could have possibly looked for something here, because Showmaker wasn't level 6 yet, had to clear that huge wave. But it will be Damoki picking up a Drake, basically.
Canyon will spot this one out as the teleport like you were talking about. Channeled in that mid lane, Khan coming on down, does have the train available as well, as Morgana going to be wrapping around. Knock up, not going to be found, as now it's going to be a 50-50, but River is going to secure it as Showmaker gets himself the perfect execution, but doesn't really have an opportunity to use it as Hanabi. Now with his Gnar ultimate, forces the flash out of the Scion, as now Maple finds himself into his Shroud, but Canyon goes too deep, and some miscommunication here from Damwon Kira. We have a couple of minutes to take that one down, as Khan fighting against Hanabi has used his Ignite that he picked up with his Unsealed Spellbook. Just try and make sure that the Gnar isn't as healthy heading towards a potential fight as Beryl goes in once again. Doggo going to eat the CC with the rocket jump, and now Beryl should just explode here. Doggo grabs that kill so comfortably, and once again, Beryl just going in with reckless abandon.
Canyon Darkbound a minion. It was a cannon, but that's still not worth it. PSG Talon is just making use of the mistakes that are being made by Damwon Kia, and they're doing it expertly.
Kaiwing is going to go down. Ghost is going to be able to grab that kill, and now River is going to get bullied away from this Drake. Canyon, because, of course, he was able to get back, he is able to secure this Drake. So, base, we'll see whether the big flank is going to come down. It's just going to be a teleport in, making sure that they can get into position. Damwon Kia They have taken this Drake down to below half health as Maple gets over that wall into the brush there in the back of the pit now. The Drake is going to try and reset. Now River's going to grab it and is just going to be able to lock that one down. Immediately, Soul Shackles come out. Canyon survives for a very long time as they trade junglers at the beginning. Hanabi gets 2 into the wall, though, and finds that wallop. Now Maple trying to run amok here in the backline, but he gets knocked up by Khan Sion. Everfrost is going to be avoided. PSG
time, because surely, okay, you give up 1 kill, your gold lead becomes marginally smaller, but that doesn't matter. Damwon Kia not actually getting to that Soul win condition this early on. That was a little bit dicey, but it worked out okay in the end. Khan, as always, deceptively tanky, but PSG Talent being able to actually find the steal with River. Okay, well, now it's slightly less good, because now Ghost is getting really fed, and fed Kaiser.
which I don't mind seeing. As Damwon Kia just... This could be the second time Damwon Kia falls today.
It does slowly start to feel like a Damwon Kia that's clawing their way back into this game. Canyon is slowly building up a CS lead. That skirmish in the variant was won by them. Ghost picking up another kill there is also huge. And now we see the pressure come through. Hanabi might get stunlocked here.
Yeah, that's going to be the Nara into the wall from Showmaker this time around, though. And you're right, that was 100% stunlocked for a very long time.
No counterplay. It's the binding into the Hawkman. Or into the...
This Dragon Pit, this Nara could be absolutely massive. As Khan looking for some CC, very tanky at the moment. As Showmaker finds his way back to his team, Hanabi as well. With a Nara available, Maple on the flank as Beryl. Just throwing out the Zenith Blade before asking any questions there, as he does manage to put the control ward down, and now this Drake has been started. Canyon off towards the side, should still be able to make this one a 50-50 as he gets pushed away from the pit, but the Nara's already taken down. The Dragon is participating in the fight. It's in fact Showmaker that locks down Soul Point. Is now Maple desperately trying to get out, but Showmaker's having none of it. Canyon not even going to be taken down as it's a triple kill for Ghost. 6.
This is the reason why this team is still the LCK champion, why they didn't lose a single game in the finals, right? It's because this threat is always there. And
one ability.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Look at the damage
throw that out as
Maple.
Not bad. Yeah, Maple as well was certainly able to get stuff done, but unfortunately, when the team sort of falls apart around him, it becomes a problem. As you can see, already 2,000 on the Red Bull Baron power play. Does Damwon Kia continue to siege on forward as River runs real quick, but not going to be able to stun up a black shielded target, but Maple able to follow on through. Now Canyon gets back to the rest of his team, and the base tanking from the Udi, he had to do that to stop that train from running too far forward, and now knockups are going to ensue. Showmaker wrapping around from the side, gets over the wall as the inner turret is not going to be standing for much longer. That will be taken down, and now Damwon Kia continue their assault.
And this is a really rough one, because this is exactly the position you don't want to be in as PSG Talent, right? You're on the back foot. You now need to engage into a stronger composition. You don't really have the tools. You've lost your front line. And they've been unable to sustain the momentum that they definitely had in the early game. I think if you...
Yeah, exactly. And it's infuriating, but it's lovable at the same time, as PSG desperately trying to hold on to their inner turret here on the bottom side of the map. Showmaker shown on a ward. Maple still staying in here. That's going to be the stun onto Hanabi, though, who does get Mega Gnar at the right time. Will he find the ulti, though, is the question. The answer is no, because he's not even going to look for it. The train comes on in. They find the wallop, as this Sion is so tanky. Big Gnar against the wall, though. I'm glad that Hanabi held onto it, just to make sure that that disengage was going to be effective, as Maple looking for an opportunity to get damage, but Doggo is going to get taken down so low, so quickly, and Damwon Kia will break open yet another inhibitor turret. The inhibitor soon to follow. Of course, not exactly the longest of cooldowns here, level 16 for the Silas, so we'll be able to find another ultimate relatively quickly. It's Damwon Kia just waiting. They want to grab that Ocean Soul when they can. PSG starting to get into position, but these are 2 inhibitors down, right? They are certainly on the clock. Damwon Kia, they do find one knock up there onto River. Hanabi, it's out of the way with the Stride Breaker, and Damwon Kia will be able to lock down this Ocean Soul. In goes Showmaker, 3-man stun yet again into the wall as Khan gets on in there as well. Ghost is legendary, gonna grab himself a double kill as River's gonna have to flash that wall and does so immediately. Canyon still trying to chase after them with his Predator Morgana, but it looks like PSG will be able to make it to the fountain Whether that safety is yet to be determined.
Showmaker's insane. He finds two people with his Everfrost. He finds a three-man knockup with Dinar for the second time in a row. And it feels like this might be the nail in the coffin for BSC Talon here. They try to hold on as best as they can.
Yep, Showmaker grabs himself a Buster Shot. It's now Doggo in a whole host of trouble. In goes Ghost, but Doggo's going to be safe for now. His own Buster Shot is going to work out in his favor. The flash on forward from the Kaiser. But PSG have already taken up residence in their fountain. They're not wanting to just throw away kills into this one. Ghost, though, is still going to be able to grab yet another one there after the Zenith Blade from Beryl, who somehow keeps himself alive. And now Damwon Kia just going to see whether they can pad some stats as the Nexus eventually does fall. And Damwon Kia will be able to grab their first win here in the Rumble stage against PSG.
Playing there anymore, but Perks still playing like a man out on a vengeance. Now Fudge getting the Malphite locked in topside. It's going to be, I think,
You're going to be looking at those kind of playstyles.
absolutely something we have to watch. And of course, now Blabber is going to be looking for ganks, or if it's just a full clear. And here, Cajal, as predicted, a lot of pressure onto Fudge. He's got a Dove. Only level 2. This is absolutely brutal. Who's going to take tower aggro first? Way jumping forward with Bear Stance. A little Q to try to dash out, but the extra little dash from Bear Stance is going to do it. Xiao who tanks the aggro, and it's flawless from RNG.
Yeah, really expected play. I think C9 probably knew that this was coming as well when Jungle passed topside.
A little bit more comfortable now in the laning phase. He gets to leave, you know, his tower for a few moments. Xiao Hu is still a guy that is going to be a massive threat in these skirmishes and fights.
Yeah, but this is the part of the game where Malphite has a lot of armor to work with, and he has the level 6, so he can actually start to push in waves and threaten some kind of all-in if Xiao Hu lacks vision. That's why you see the minimap. Fudge has a pink in Tribush. That means Xiao Hu has no vision up until really the river, you would argue. Doesn't have any wards right now, but Fudge doesn't know that. That means Xiao Hu does have to play safe here and there because the vision. Perks goes in, though.
Instant combo. Everyone is just landing everything that they need to. Crying gets a shockwave, but it's too little too late. That's a quick kill for Cloud9.
Huge pickup for Perks in this matchup. Lee Sin getting an early kill.
Deems fit. And for now, it is contesting Perks around this vision as the Dragon will offer a nice little taxi out to safety.
Yeah, Perks has the mid push. C9 have the bot push. That means it's a free Dragon, so good pickup there from Cloud9 to get the Dragon Soul rolling.
Very much on his way to his first mythic item. He's going to be good. Udyr backing away. Just make sure all that money going to the back pocket of Xiao, who will share it naturally, but still good to have all that extra gold at this point in the game. Fudge going to hold on again as best he can, but Xiao, who now freed up. They're trying to force the cross map. Now, Perks is on the way down to the bottom side. Looks like he will just take the Scryer's Bloom and back off, but RNG just slowly but surely walking this one in. It does mean sacrificing the Krug camp on the bottom.
In his first split and winning the LPL in that first split. There's been a lot of role swaps in the history of League of Legends. You know, Ambition. Hang on, there's a TP. Fudge is coming in behind the bot lane of RNG. Maybe RNG want to respond with double TP of their own.
Ready, looking to force something. Ming the flash in, unstoppable. Gala, quick flash out to safety. Now they will sacrifice Ming. One kill over to the side of C9. Instantly, Xiao Hu starts to push on top, but that's a start for Cloud9.
Yeah, and Ming could have flashed that. Gala did. Ming didn't. Ain't the same in terms of golden XP right now, barring the platings that Xiao Hu got for that small lead. And RNG are going to start up this Drake. Fudge did make a great play, but now... Yeah, C9 just trying to engage straight up 4v4 in that mid lane there. I think they were just scared of Wei looking for a dive, so they thought they'd pull the trigger first. And you're going to see the cross-map difference. Look, Gala gets bot tower because the AD... Hang on, Blabber just dies to Xiao Hu. Huge pickup with the Gale Force cooling. The damage from this Lucian is nuts. All these towers and lane pressure. The Herald used onto the mid tier 2. C9 don't have the Rel flash to respond, but Perks is behind them.
Perks on the backside, but if he burns too many cooldowns on Wei, certainly not going to work out for him. Wei just very strong individually as well. Conqueror now finally proc. The kick is there. Perks going to go for it. Going to hold on to it for now. Binding does connect. Fudge off on the side.
I think their target is just Crying. Crying's the only one without flash. Gala's is coming up really soon, so they had a small window there, but onwards in the fight itself. But RNG just need to play well around catching waves. Play through Xiao Hu. You can see Ming's moving towards the bot side of the map to give Xiao Hu vision, which allows him to push out bot and again move towards mid and help his team. That's how RNG are playing the game. And C9 can't really find a way to crack it. You have two options. You either catch out Xiao Hu, which is hard because he has vision. Wait,
body slam instantly. It's a clean combo. There's no room for Sven to maneuver. That was flawless.
On the top
coming
side.
in, but meanwhile on the top side, Fudge now has to ult out to safety, but Wei, he's just too fast. Perks in the midst of everything. They've got Vulcan just a little bit behind. Perks, maybe he can get the kick flash back. He gets it, it's flawless, but no, the lockup is there. Cryan is still alive. Going for the kick again, but Wei there for the body block. Xiao Hu on the backside. This is disaster. Cryan is still alive. The mid laner for RNG will finally go down, but at the cost of the entire C9 lineup.
4 for 2 in favor of RNG. C9 tried to find the re-engage with the kick, but there just wasn't enough follow-up. Luckily for C9, the point onwards, because they're forcing topside, Ming and Gala are sprinting towards the top side of the map, so C9 have a small window to fight it. This kick flash was wonderful, but into who? Fudge is stunned, no ultimate, no Q, and from there, everyone's collapsing, and then they start to lose the fight. RNG collapse, C9 have no escape.
Luckily for them, Perks makes it out. There's some exchanges that are close, but overall, they're still coming in on top. Perkz in no man's land. Absolute desperation, can try to go Stridebreaker forward, but there's just too much damage here. He doesn't have enough survivability to deal with that. Fudge now going in onto Xiaohu. Rest of the team not there. Looks like Vulcan used the E a little bit early, but Fudge, he might just be unstoppable in this exchange. Is he going to go for the dive here? He's going to tank so much damage. Black Shield as well. Xiaohu can't get to safety. E damage. Shutdown comes in from the pool. That's something back for the side of Cloud9.
But look at the other side of the map. RNG are burning down this Baron, and we talked about the 1-4. Yes, they pick off Xiaohu, but at what cost? Perkz died, and you lost the Baron. And you can see how the Malphite pick works into Lucian.
We were doing some of the research. We were looking into it. Of course, all-time head-to-head. Maybe not something that the players on the stage think about, but something that we, as international pundits, do.
There's a TP coming in behind them. Perkz is behind them.
We'll hold that thought. It's 7-7. Perkz looking to make it 8-7. Perkz using TP here. What does it get? It buys a little bit of space. It wastes a little bit of time on the Baron. If he escapes, it's not too bad of a deal overall, but still a minute and 30 seconds left. Spotted out. Ming going to go in with the body slam. Here comes the Bear. Stands to follow. Perkz going to try to make it out to safety. Black Shield there. He can try to leap in. Rest of the team now on the retreat. Gala marked up. Perkz cannot follow. Fudge off to the side. Where's the Malphite ult going to go? Vulcan fishing, but they burn some major cooldowns. Fudge needs to hold on to the ult. Where's the opportunity? Where can Fudge go? But still, Perkz can't go in. Perkz can't follow. Sven got the kill, though. That might be enough. Xiaohu off to the side. The rest of C9 now backing up, wasting time on the Baron. Good sidestep on the binding. Xiaohu's still okay. Xiaohu now set to rip through this team, sped up by the dissonance, chasing down Sven, looking for a kill. C9 can back off, but it will mean giving up their inhib tower. RNG full force down the mid lane.
C9 are trying to force because they want to slow the Baron down, but now RNG have a wave. 40 seconds of Baron buff left. Fudge still has ultimate, and Cryin and Gala both use their flash in that fight, so if C9 can heal up, they might be able to find a re-engage here. RNG needs to be careful.
Perkz fishing. If he finds a good kick, maybe that can be it, but he doesn't even have the kick. Fudge now moving in. They want to shut down Gala. That's going to be big. 1,000 gold into the back pocket of C9. It goes over to Fudge as well. The Malphite only going to get stronger.
Chase down Sven. C9 are split up, but once they regroup, re-heal, they found Gala, and they got the shutdown. So now C9 want to stay as a unit. They want to stay as a 5-man death pool because there's no flash on these carries.
And we saw in the last fight what happens when they split. If Xiaohu's allowed into the back line, he will shred one of these carries. That said, RNG pushing down. C9 a little bit split in the moment. They see their opportunity. Ming goes in with the barrel, goes wide. That's Coling across the backside. They've locked up the enemy support. Ming chain CC'd, but can they finish the job? He's ticking, he's burning. The reset will come in for Sven. Now the rest of the fight can kick off. It's way in the midst of everybody. It's way burning down, but it's Cryin on the backside. But Fudge says, not today. I might not be the MVP in this one, but you are not taking my 80 carry. Xiaohu, another name on the list. White flag from Perkz. That is pure confidence in the fight from C9.
C9 aced him 5 for 0. The backline shuts down Cryin, and Sven comes up huge. Dragon for C9. That's 2 dragons apiece, and C9 have found their way back into this game. You can see the team fight go head on in mid and try to contest his mid wave. Xiaohu pushing in bot. C9 will have to respond soon. Either base and catch bot wave or force the Baron. They have 2 options here. Looks like they're going to start up the Baron. Xiaohu's going to have to TP in soon. It is up in the next couple of seconds, but RNG need to stop this. Wei has flash to look for a steal, but they're losing their in-hit bot, so they're on a timer here.
Betting it all. All eyes on Wei from the side of RNG. All eyes on Blabber from the side of C9. Can he come in clutch? Can he take this objective away? There's a Lee Sin in the pit as well. Kirk's going to kick him away. They're going to try to burn it down. They desperately want to burn it, and they are going to get it. It's the rest of RNG now pushing into the base. Can they get more? Wei trying to stop the backs. Wei going to try to interrupt, but Wei is going to go down in the meantime. The team now splits. TP's now coming in. Wei's trying to cancel. Can RNG just end the game? RNG going in. They don't need to beat you in a 5v5. They'll outthink you. RNG, take the game.
Phenomenal play from RNG. Even Gala was there for the backdoor, and they doesn't sound like the easiest of matchups.
No.
But you never know. Maybe he gets a solo bottle.
Maybe he finds the opportunity to go for the solo kill. Black Shield could help if it's going to be the 2v2, but we'll keep our eyes on that. See if he and River can get this team rolling. River naturally a guy that we're going to look towards in this early game alongside Pabu as in the top lane as expected. A little bit Aatrox favored here at least when he can cancel out that Q whenever he wants.
Yeah, a lot of contesting around this bot side vision though, so we'll keep our eyes on top side because Aatrox should outscale, but it might be a fight
Flash
here.
forward, Kaiwing hits the hook. That should be all too easy. Decoy going to get taken down and the stolen Nautilus ult is there as well if they want to commit. TP coming in, but Biopanther has no room to maneuver. The follow-up as Chaz goes over the wall. The instant CC comes in from the Aphelios. Biopanther not even able to channel the Q in the end. Maybe he can kill the wave with the zombie.
He doesn't get that, and because Pabu was on the top side of the map, River takes his camps, runs towards the bot side, skips his wolves. Bot lane has a good wave for a dive. They might look for some kind of 4v2 dive here. No TPs to work with on the side of Pentanet.
And we talked about it. When Pentanet win, Praedyth is set up for success, but now Praedyth is the one getting focused. Maple ready to leap in. Doesn't have an ultimate, but doesn't need it. In a few more seconds, he'll be able to take something away. Doggo now stepping forward. He's turning, he's spinning their shurikens across the board. They're just getting shredded. There's no room to maneuver. Decoy tanking so much damage. River going to hold on to the tower aggro, and it's flawless from PSG.
Absolutely flawless, like you said. What a great dive from the side of PSG.
Chakram, so just shreds through, gets a few more plates. Now, PGG are going to be able to get the Infernal Drake back. That's a good start, but you can see across the rest of the map, things are looking difficult. Maple instantly stacks Conqueror, almost immediately kills.
Yep.
This man came up playing against Westor, one of the historic all-time great Zeds. If anyone is going to smash you in this matchup, it's going to be Maple. Holding, waiting for cooldowns. Ulti comes out. If he ults second, though, he wins. But no, Chaz leaps away. Burning, ticking down. Not quite enough damage.
Almost had him. If he had Q up, he probably would have taken him down there. Maple could have responded with the flash, but Chaz, really good combo there with the electrocute. Almost took down Maple. Maple didn't even hesitate, didn't flash, didn't ult. Hook hits Praedith, though.
Over the wall for Praedith. They immediately fall out. The Belios, red and white guns on top of it. Again, insult to injury. PSG just dominating.
Yeah, PSG control the vision. They Herald yet on the side of PSG. They're going to lose even more in this early game.
And while it was a bit scrappy and a bit back and forth up against Mad Lions, Mad may have always held the gold lead, but you know, Pentanet was fine.
Aphilos is fed. We can push in bot tier 1, move towards mid. 4 members strong, and they have the Herald to work with. Pentanet need to respond. You can see Praedith running mid and losing out on bot waves here.
Pabu in trouble. If they can break the Black Shield before the stun comes out, it's not going to matter too much. The ulti going forward. Pabu trying to turn this one back. Good damage down, but Maple healing it all. Pabu just barely able to flash over the wall. Here's Chaz walking away from that one. And Bilios gets the follow-up from downtown with the mark. Praedith, can he turn it back? He doesn't have the damage. Doggo's too strong. He swaps guns at the flawless time, and it's too easy. Spin, spin, spin. Praedith running for his life, but the follow-up is there again. Doggo is unmatched in these team fights. It is a double kill. All of PSG collapsing, and Pentanet cannot get a single kill.
It's almost an ace at 12 minutes in the game. They're going to lose their mid tower as well. Pentanet tried to fight back. Mid tower falls and the fight ends. Yeah, Pentanet really don't have much to work with at this point.
9 for 9.
Pentanet are being pushed into their tier 2s with no vision to work with. PSG in full control of this game.
Shred through yet another tower.
Pentanet just keeping these 3 members strong towards the top side. They're making sure they stay grouped up. They don't want to fight a numbers disadvantage, but Pentanet's going in, trying to defend here.
Here we go, the flash over the wall, trying to lock him up. The turn right back from Maple, though. Chaz has to leap out to safety. It's Hanabi on the backside. All of Pentanet now zooming in. Praedith wants to finish the job, wants to get something done, but still, PSG refuse to go down. They still have not lost a single member. It's 11 kills to 0, 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and they have a mid wave too, so that mid tier 2 is going to fall as well. 15 minutes in, almost trying their best, but they have no resources to work with.
Outside of a single dragon, this has been a perfect game so far.
You have to drop waves, and you have to force fights with numbers advantage and just keep trying to find something.
Absolutely. And of course, if we get a chance to look at the XP, you can see just massive difference here as Maple pretty fearless in the leap in, but that's the exhaust, can just take that away. Waiting for the exhaust to timeout, will now leap in. Praedith in trouble, and that's just Silas things. He's so strong.
He has no damage. Praedith can't take him down even through the exhaust. Maple just heals through it with the shield, and now the Herald's popped. They might even be able to siege onto tier 3s here, but diving skull.
Can they get a single kill? Can they stop the otherwise perfect game? They got it! Chaz got one!
They're on the board. Pentanet's here, but they're still a Herald, and they're still going to lose this tier 3. I think Chaz might die. He has to ult to defend himself.
Oh, Chaz is just going to get burned down here. The TP now coming in on the Herald as well. It looks like PSG are ready to make this about the fastest game in the tournament we've seen so far. 17 minutes and counting. Hanabi grabbing another kill. But let that be a lesson to you, PSG. Nobody kills PGG 12 times in a row and gets away with it.
Yep, they do end up picking up a kill, but they lost their top in it, but 18 minutes. This is just Chaz.
He didn't even have evolved Q at that point, so.
Yep. Well, it's just, now it all comes down to forcing fights. Pentanet just have to keep going in. They love to send it, just try again. If it doesn't work, keep trying. And even if you're going to lose these fights, finding something is the only way back. So you can see they're just trying to group and force a fight.
River is getting chunked down. River, will he fall? Another kill. Praedith on the backside. He's got enough damage to kill the Udyr. That's going to be one. Hanabi now trying to finish the job. That Aatrox is very powerful. Maple is there as well. They're bullying Praedith in the fight. Biopanther, another name on the list. And meanwhile, Doggo's killing everybody else. This continues.
Yeah, but 2 kills, couple shutdowns for Pentanet. I don't think they're going to be able to run away here. The Aatrox kind of out-heals both these tanks' damage, but Biopanther is going to try and get away.
Hook from downtown.
Kaiwing follows him. He has flash if he wants to go for it. There's Maple.
Now, trying to wrangle a Scion. They will find him. They will take him down. That is the ace. Flash Wolves. You'll love to see it. Good on you, Hanabi.
And Doggo was doing so much damage in the backline. For a fight onto Hanabi, but then again, he has the flash, the ultimate, can probably lifesteal through it all. But Pentanet know that the second this Baron falls, their base is shortly going to fall after.
Wow.
But what very little to none mistakes in this Red Bull Baron play here, Baron power play here, sorry, for the side of PSG. They're just going to siege onto these tier 1s. Not tier 3s.
And now Praedith is going to be in trouble again.
Yep.
Maple is on a murder spree. He's 6-0-7. I feel like this could be the end of the game.
Hanabi.
But there you talk about it. They wanted to commit everything onto Hanabi. They've knocked him up. They've started to take him down. They haven't procced Hysterics yet, though. They haven't procced. There
look at the life
The
steal.
healing's coming
He's full
back.
HP.
Oh, don't do it to him. Raid boss still up. They don't have the cooldowns, they don't have the gear, they don't have the levels. They're trying to go Mythic and they have nothing. They're not even maxed.
Oh my lord, I think they can just kind of end it here. Doggo is here, Maple has a TP, maybe he can TP in when the Nexus towers start to get the creeps crashing on them. There it is, TP in, Baron buff on, 4 versus 5, Pentanet are gonna try their best to defend this, but PSG, Praedyth gets one.
Goes in, finds a single kill. It's a 15K gold lead. It is an absolute slaughter. Pentanet routed completely and totally from start to finish in this game. It was a dominating victory coming in for PSG.
Yeah.
Trinity Force Kindred mid was something that got played a little bit. But obviously, have to see what Perks can do on the pick. It's not something that we've seen in pro play just yet. How will it face into the Lucian?
Carzzy still has flash, but crucially, Fudge TP down, didn't get anything. He secured the crab for his team. He's going to secure the top crab as well, I think, but Mad Lions, it's going to be a 3v3. See who wants to pull the trigger first. Everyone has their summoner spells available. Armut goes in.
Absolute bloodbath. Armut leaping forward. He's going to get a little bit of health back. He's flashing out to safety. He's ticking. He's getting lower and lower. Fudge can't quite finish the job. Fudge flashing in. Fudge trying to finish it, but Armut, he makes it out. Perks now trying to hunt down Humanoid. This is disastrous. The backstep, the mounting dread is not quite enough damage. The flash in, the damage, the autos, they're enough. Humanoid, he still lives. This is heartbreaking for C9. They're so close, but they just get outplayed at every opportunity. Say it with me, EU. Elyoya, Elyoya, Elyoya.
3v3 from the top side.
A 2K gold lead just about in the favor of Mad.
Yeah, that ward in the bush was horrific for the side of C9. They saw the Scion charge Q. Humanoid trading aggressively onto Perks.
Yes, Culling. He's just going to back up. Perks now holding on for now, but that's the immediate hook on the bottom side. Blabber's here in the midst of everybody. Elyoya trying to get damage down, but it's Carzzy flashing off into vision. Elyoya now on a rampage. Blabber going to be in trouble. Everything is falling apart for Cloud9. That's a double for Elyoya. The rookie jungler, his first split he makes to MSI, his first game against NA. He's killing everybody.
Humanoid gets taken down. I think he was trying to dive Perks. Perks didn't
get cocky against. You cannot afford to get too confident. Level 6 timing clutch from Perks. When we see that back, we'll have to see how it worked out, because that right now
is this around for that fight. Even Sven was there. Now they're losing out on these bot waves, so C9 need to get the bot as fast as they can, but Mad Lions will stop them. It's going to be a red buff contest. It will be a 3v3. Carzzy's not level 6 to join with Killer Instinct yet, though.
For Sven. Big ulti, though, coming in from Rumble. Kaiser could be the one to break it burned down, but Elyoya is just tearing through the entire team. They managed to find 2. They get nothing back. Matter's simply too far ahead.
Yeah, just way too far ahead. Carzzy didn't even have the
Herald actually going to cost them. Will they get back the 2 plates that they would otherwise lose from Shelly here?
Yeah, and Fudge could TP towards his bot tier 1 to catch this wave, but the thing is, the second he does that, he's going to get dove. There it is. There's the TP, like I mentioned, but I think that he's just going to get dove when he does this. Maybe he can clear out the wave and ult away. Maybe that's the thought process here, but look at Elyoya. He's running down. Uses the ult aggressively, though. I think he might just die here if Mad Lions tank it up properly.
Fudge can almost just one-shot the wave. He has the zombie form as well. They have to be careful. They have to be flawless on the tower aggro. Fudge, was it a mistake to TP in? It looks like the answer is yes. They just run out to safety. Fudge can clear the wave with zombie form, though. Maybe buy a bit more time, but that is disastrous.
Looks like that top. It's going to live on 1 HP, and they're not going to be able to get it. They can't even trade on the bot side either. Look at bot wave. Armut TP'd in and pushed it in. Humanoid TPing back mid. 3 pushing lanes for Mad Lions. Cloud9 have no cross-map response.
Fudge is going to do what he can to take the Gromp, but Perks is now in trouble. Humanoid goes in, just finishes him off with the Gale Force. A little solo bolo in the mid lane.
Yeah, Perks doesn't react in time with the Lamb's Respite. The Gale Force takes him down. We saw the exact. He's also got a solo kill now, so this Kindred pick is not working out as well as Perks perhaps would have wanted it. But here's the cross map from Cloud9. Can they dive Armut? He should know something's up here.
Quick word in the rider. Just going to leap away, takes the Rumble. Ultimate can throw down the Equalizer if they commit too hard in the play. Kaiser in the area. Arma now going to throw down his own Equalizer. They are going to be able to get down Kaiser. A good stun comes down onto Blabber, but C9, are they going to turn? Have this one turned on them as Elyoya now comes down to the bottom lane. The tower is very much still alive. Elyoya ready to come over the wall.
Looks like they might want to defend the wave. Armut goes forwards, but he doesn't collect the chains. MVP Kaiser. Good guy Kaiser tanks the hook, just dashes in, gets the auto Q into Gale Force. And from there, Perks just didn't expect that damage, the execute coming out from that item.
Another Drake now going
to the ones who have to respond with cross maps. You can see Mad Lions moving into the bot side jungle, and Sven just pushing in top, trying to get that top tier 1 as a response. Carzzy will get the bot tier 1, but because they have numbers mid, they can look for mid tower.
Perks now in trouble. Big fight going out. Elyoya just running into Perks. That's going to be the Lamb's Respite. They can just wait. They can just walk this one out. Scion ulti is going to get used immediately. Fudge locked up and taken out. Culling coming down on the backside. Rumble has to ult just to clear the wave. And Mad Lions will grab yet another kill.
Yeah, Mad Lions commit numbers mid, and they have the tier 1 bot taken down from Carzzy. So playing on 2 lanes. Carzzy's going in!
Feeling it. The flash away. He takes down Perks. Elyoya's here for the follow-up. Vulcan needs to hook a wall and get out to safety. Waiting, holding on, backing off. Elyoya body blocking as Blabber gets lower and lower. Humanoid off to the side.
Does have the Gale Force and the Flash. There it is. He's going in. Vulcan.
Feeling himself, but he is going to get locked up and taken out. A little bit too much confidence there from the Mad Lions as the shutdown goes to Blabber.
Classic humanoid diving between towers, going way too deep. Does get shut down in the end. Doesn't find a kill. Bit of a mistake there. Blabber does pick it up. TV behind now. Maybe C9 can find something. Here comes Fudge.
Carzzy spotted. Oh, yeah, in the area. Kaiser in the area. Fudge, I don't think he's going to be able to get anything back. Roar the Slayer slows just a little bit, but he doesn't even have time to channel the knockup. Sven in the area as well, but they're just cutting through the front line of Fudge. They don't have enough tanky stats. Maybe they can kill Yo-Yo. Maybe they can get another shutdown. They're running away as the zombie passive comes out. If they finish Yo-Yo, it's big for Cloud9. It's more money back, but again, the CC on Fudge, he just cannot auto-attack this game.
Everything C9's doing just keeps back.
This is just full confidence. When you're 2-2-4, maybe you think, oh, I shouldn't be that confident. But when you're, you know, 8K gold ahead.
Blabber's on a ward though, clearing the Crocs, gets stunned up.
Goes over the wall, he's isolated. Carzzy has the empowered Q. Easy pickup collector as well, just for a little bit of extra gold.
Yeah, now Mad Lions have a bot wave to play on when Humanoid pushes out and a mid wave to play on, so they might have to be looking, they might look for some more towers here. And again, Cloud9 only playing on one lane. Cloud9 looking for Kaiser here, but they have no damage. This Kaiser's way too far ahead.
A little more pressure, grabbing the Drake. Ocean Soul in a game like this, a pretty easy way to come out on top, as if the 8K gold lead was not enough. So we are now 5 minutes away from potentially the Ocean Soul for the Mad Lions, 5 minutes for Cloud9 to scale up to find it.
Just going to start it up. Armwood has the Rumble Ult to work with. C9 have no vision. The Blue Orb's going to spot it out, and Mad Lions have a lot of damage to take this down. C9 on the move. He's coming in.
Mad Lions, you got a lead, but are you confident enough to flip it here? Kaiser stepping forward. Yo-Yo coming over the wall, coming over the pit. That's going to be the stolen Rumble all in the midst of everybody. That's one shot. Carzzy now dominating. Yo-Yo zooming forward. Perks with no ulti. He sees his opportunity, but Fudge left alone as the rest of Cloud9 runs for the hill. The flash in place from Humanoid as Mad Lions just continue to push their lead forward. Fudge goes down, and you have to think that that will be the Baron for Mad.
Yeah, they're going to start it up again here, and Kaiser did lose his life, but really good setup for Mad Lions. They knew that Cloud9 had no vision. Cloud9 thought that they would base because they're so far behind in tempo and they're quite low because Kaiser got chunked out. But no, they baited him into a fight. Rumble's going to buy some time, but they're going to spread out. Armwood looks for the turn.
Armwood now going. Humanoid now stepping forward. The objective's getting lower and lower. Can they turn this back? Armwood goes down. Perks leaps into the pit. Can they steal it away? Can they get it? But they cannot. The Baron has been taken. Carzzy 1v1 with Sven off to the side, but he shuts him down. Max plasma stacks achieved, and now Yo-Yo is on the hunt. No follow-up here, though. Cloud9 threats in a Rumble. Easy pickup on the Randuins on top of the Chem Tank. It is going to be nigh impossible for Sven and Perks to get away from Yo-Yo. 6-0-6 rookie split. Keep that in mind. Fudge now locked up, set to fall here. They are not concerned about the sign. The immediate ult now comes out. Equalizer down on the backside. Yo-Yo trying to walk out of this one, but all the follow-up CC is there. They can get the shutdown. They can shut down Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo running for the hills. Big. That is going to be the shutdown over to Perks. A ton of money, but Mad, they are still in control of this game. They will break the tier 2.
Yeah, massive shutdown for Perks. Yo-Yo and Kaiser going way too deep on that. Mad Lions to walk up. Mad Lions aren't scared of anything. Kaiser could be their frontliner. Yo-Yo's here. C9 forced backwards means this has to be a steal, but Blabber has no flash if Mad Lions just forced to play. Looks like they're just going to pick up the Ocean Soul. Cloud9 opting out of that fight. They know if they lose that fight, the game is over. But then again, the enemy team having Ocean Soul, it's going to be even harder to fight next time.
Last minute equalizer. Timing was close. Not close enough.
3 items picking up, almost picking up the Infinity Edge to make it 4 items at 24 minutes into the game. We talked about it. He is the main damage dealer for the side of Mad Lions, and he has all the tools he needs to look for it. And it looks like they're going for a 5-man bot here. They're not using the mid wave that is actually pushed in. They're going to siege onto bot tower. C9 have the engage if they want to stop it. But Armwood has taken away the Nautilus Sword, so that means C9 can push in mid. I think Mad Lions might have to give up on the siege, but no, they're staying. I think Kaiser has to look for some kind of dive here.
They're determined. Are they far enough ahead to fight against the turret as well? Equalizer goes down, they leap out, but that's Kaiser now locked up. He flashes out to safety. Fudge with a good engage on the backside. Sven and Perks for now are untouched, but Fudge is not strong enough as a front line to weather the storm. Mad backing away, knowing that they cannot fight into the zombie passive. Isolating Fudge and taking him out before they push for any more.
They're still going to siege. No Baron buff, but they are going to be able to take down this tier 3 tower and the bot inhibitor. C9, can they respond with some kind of engage? Fudge is up in 10 seconds with TP. Perks
in trouble. Big damage now coming in. The flash in from Yo-Yo. No chance to push the ult, and that might just be it. Mad Lions moving in. Mad Lions looking for the kill. Rumble equalizer across the entire back line. Sven safe for now, but the turn back, it's not enough. Vulcan puts himself in harm's way and gets dropped. Mad Lions from start to finish. One bad skirmish from the side of Cloud9, and Mad Lions turn it into a massive, massive win. They're taking their time on this one because, you know, in NA versus EU, it's always a little personal. Perks and Sven will walk away empty-handed as Mad Lions take the win over Cloud9.
Diving into the Nexus as well. The Ocean Soul's keeping them full HP. Are they going to go for a 5v1 dive here? It would be too risky. I think they're just going to close this one out. What a dominant showing from the side of Mad Lions. As I say that, they're going to go in for it.
5v1 dive, one more. Little stat padding for Fudge, a little salt in the wound for North America. Mad Lions, absolute dominance, 2-0 in the Rumble stage.